here. All right. And for our fourth and final match of Fight Night Week 2, we have fourthAge returning from the preseason to go up against a GNL legend, Sean McNabb, who's been in GNL for a while. Unfortunately not in Season 8 this season due to some obligations in real life. It happens. But he is here for Fight Night, and we're so happy to have him here. So going on over to the tail of the tape. fourthAge on the left, Sean McNabb on the right. He's prepared and ready in case fourthAge drops a nuke on his house. He's got the gas mask on. He's ready to go. So without further ado, you guys see the MMR. You all know what's at stake. It's the main event of Fight Night. The fourth game and the final series. We're going to start it off on Turtle Rock. So yeah, Sean McNabb is here. He's ready. He can withstand chemical attacks in real life and in the game. fourthAge going with what he knows best. So effective. We saw him against Soft Ice Cream 2 weeks ago. Bringing the pain with Farseer Headhunters. Meanwhile, Sean McNabb down in the bottom right. Going with the DK Fiend opener. Going with the old classic. There's nothing wrong with that. Send the Farseer down immediately. Has the Wolves summoned.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sean McNabb gonna pull the Turtles onto the Blight. Get him in good position.
A town is under
fourthAge
siege.
looking for his opponent. Checking the other mine first. It confirms where Sean McNabb's opening base is. Not sure if based on the movement of the Wolves. I don't think he's seen the Farseer yet himself. But maybe just because it was the lone wolf on this side, he can infer the base is diagonal instead of straight across from him. Can probably infer that. First wolf down. First coil out. More wolves have been summoned. Getting their auto attacks out onto the Crypt Fiends. Death Knight trying to get some damage onto the Headhunter. Going to be pulled back. fourthAge going to aggro the Turtles. Get into a good position. And maybe steal the green camp. The first green camp to be stolen of the series. Now the creeps aggroing onto the Fiends, but have now changed aggro on over to the army of fourthAge. fourthAge going to be able to take one of the creeps, but just a little one. Oh, sorry, I think just a skeleton, actually. That's just a skeleton, yeah. Sean McNabb bringing the injured Fiends back. Good attention to the micro here. Skelly's trying to secure one of these Headhunter kills. Going to be following him all the way back home. Death Knight closing in on level 2. 1.6. Just a couple kills to go. He'll get there. Feral Spirits going to expire. Death Knight getting that much closer to level 2. Checking out the macros. Behind all of this, getting on up to tier 2. And not far behind is Sean McNabb. Gonna get a ghoul out for some extra lumber. Gonna fight over this turtle. It does go to fourthAge. No death coils available. Farseer gonna be able to get on out of here. No problem at all. And now 3 ghouls on wood. Gonna get Mr. Sean McNabb, the lumber he's looking for. That's right. You could say that. Sean McNabb getting ready for Disease Cloud, but he's the one with Disease Cloud. Maybe that's why Undead never take damage from Disease Cloud. He's just ready to go. Farseer taking a lot of damage. Gonna have to be careful. No salves in the inventory to take care of that. He's playing very greedy. He's 1 level 2 coil away from death. And we see this quite often against headhunters. Bringing in the Dark Ranger early, Black Arrow.
Players' forces are under attack.
Able to raise a lot of these Skeleton Warriors. These Skeleton Warriors pretty good at dealing with the headhunters. The headhunters have medium armor, take amplified damage from the normal attacks. And when you get them in raw masses like this, now you already have 4, just with a couple auto attacks from the Dark Ranger. Makes the creeping easier, makes dealing with the headhunters easier. Not going to send any scouts out at the moment, but has the salve that the Farseer was looking for, courtesy of the Shadowhunter. And 7 headhunters to go with that. Gonna pull these turtles into a safer place. And good thing he did, because on his tail is fourthAge.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sean McNabb been practicing. Always pulling these creeps into safer positions. Like to see that, but the 7 headhunter army pressing forward, but with each death comes another Skeleton Warrior who's going to make fourthAge's life that much more difficult. Now it has the level 2, going to have silence. Got silence out on the Shadowhunter, not on the Farseer though, so just a slight misclick there. This one headhunter very, very close to death, but the out of position Fiend going to pay the price. Coil just a slight bit too late. 39 supply, 35 supply. fourthAge losing quite a bit in that exchange, but so did Sean McNabb. So neither player came out of that perfectly. That's okay. Here we go. Oh, the Depth Knight getting healed up just in time. Death Coil offensively onto the Headhunter. Dark Ranger just right in the back line. Not afraid at all of like an in-snare surround, which could be online any minute now. Here we are, Giant Sea Turtle, Slippers of Agility. Shadowhunter not gonna mind that. Not gonna mind. Are there better items? Of course. Of course. Circle Nobility. Gonna fit really nice onto the Lich when he comes out. But in the meantime, Dark Ranger's not going to mind wearing it. But really, the Dark Ranger's here for 2 reasons. Not so much for damage. Skeletons and silence. A lot more of the map to creep out. Plenty of breathing room for both players. Fortress is online. Torrent Totem about to be online. And as expected, Torrent Chieftain coming out third. Gonna want to get him crept up to level 3 as soon as possible.
Player's forces are under attack.
There's Shadowhunter level 3. Just what he was looking for. Will take the level 2 heal wave. Torrent Chieftain coming on over. And we'll be looking for level 3 himself, and plenty of creep camps to get it done. Plenty. If you have 3/3/3 heroes, you're looking good as the Orc player. Lich halfway done. Gonna be a big presence, offensive presence to the Undead army. A lot of focus fire onto the Dark Ranger, getting back, getting safe. Thank you for the follow. Andy Mindloader. fourthAge, gonna creep up the turtle fan. One Raider in danger of falling. Tome of Intellect and the big consume. SeanmcNabb waiting for that Lich. Lich is out, has the orb. Now is going to be on a mission to creep it up to level 3. And here we go. And while we're doing this, why don't we do a little poll? Why don't we do a poll? Who wins the best of 3? fourthAge. SeanmcNabb. Got 2 minutes.
Under siege.
Level 3. Going to the Dark Ranger. Gonna take the level 2 Black Arrow. And fourthAge has enough presence here to back SeanmcNabb up. Has the Tauren as well. Not sure if they have Pulverize yet. But they are doing a lot of work to the Fiends. Not the best stomp in the world, but did connect with the Dark Ranger. Nice heal wave going out from the back line. Silence on both the Farseer and the Shadowhunter. Dark Ranger gonna fall. Now SeanmcNabb gonna pull the ripcord, get on out of here. Chain Lightning rippling through the back line as the 42 supply army of SeanmcNabb getting out before the losses become too great. GG is called. Feels the losses have been too great. fourthAge takes game 1. And there's your winner. Our Orc player, fourthAge. GG, well played. Was that over? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think it was over. I think it was a little early. It would have been a tough game to come back from. Not the battle didn't quite go your way. I don't think it was over. All right, we got game 2. In case you guys are just joining us for this matchup, hit the tail of the tape. Just a reminder, our opponents, their stats, their MMRs. fourthAge, a little bit higher in MMR, not too much. Not too much. Both players locked in, locked and loaded. He's biting on the drawstring of the sweatshirt. He's ready. We got Sean McNabb ready for anything. Anything at all. Question is, are they ready to battle Game 2 on Tidehunters? It's 1-0 to fourthAge. In the top left, Mr. Sean McNabb. Looking like he's going DK Fiends again. Different map this time. And in the bottom left, you just saw him drinking water. He's not, doesn't even have his hands on the keyboard. fourthAge. Maybe going Blade Master grunts this time. Has the early shop. I am assuming Blade Master grunts, so very interesting choice. If he wins, we'll definitely have to figure out why this was chosen for Tidehunters. Should be drumming in between games. I did a drumming stream the other day, actually. It was pretty fun. I'll probably do one again. We played like Blink-182, Incubus, all sorts of bands, all sorts of songs. It was fun. It's definitely if you want to see some more of that, I'll let you know. Yeah, man, the drums are here. The drums are ready. All you gotta do is just hit the power button and they're on. And they're on, just like that. It's that simple. Blade Master. Maybe you're gonna have Headhunters come out anyway, just late. So interesting choice here. Blade Master. Not grunts, but potentially Blade Master Headhunters. Just like Sean McNabb likes to do. Gonna pull the creeps back to the Death Knight. Death Knight, unfortunately, a little late for this. Would have loved the Death Knight out right like 3, 4, 5 seconds ago right now. But no biggie. Gonna be able to have the Nerubian Tower help out with this. A very offensive Nerub Tower. Not gonna be able to help out with any harassment back here. And what do you know? It's a Blade Master. Perfectly equipped to deal with some acolytes in the harassment. Blade Master, oh, not going to be able to snipe it, but did get the item, which I believe is a circlet. But the other two creeps go to Sean McNabb. Sean McNabb is okay with this. If he has to sit in the base, he will. He's getting tech up. As his fourthAge. Here come the Headhunters. 3 in production.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sean McNabb finally has some breathing room, but due to this really offensive Nerubian Tower to help with the early creeping, now he has to deal with this and not going to be able to slow down the Blade Master for at least another 20 seconds. Maybe longer. So that's one Acolyte down. This is really bad for Sean McNabb, unfortunately. If he loses another Acolyte, it's going to be bad. And he is going to almost lose another one. So minimizing the damage here. Will go 4 Acolytes mining for the rest of this tech. So fourthAge almost with a detrimental onslaught onto the Acolytes. It would have been... That would have been crushing for Sean McNabb if he had lost 2 or 3 acolytes. Cancel the tech.
A player's forces are under attack.
Sean McNabb going to clean up the giant turtle. Meanwhile, fourthAge. And look at another circlet. Blade Master starting to look scarier and scarier. Tier 2 is done. Shadowhunter on the way.
A player's forces are under attack.
And now he's going to take out the Natural Expo. Meanwhile, fourthAge looking for him and might just find him. Showing up the most inconvenient time. Does have the dust. Will be able to take care of this Blade Master. Does have enough damage to force him off. And now, just like that, not much mana left for fourthAge. And there is a coil. Would love to save that for a level 2 coil. Tome of Intellect. He's going to save it for his boy, Measle Cree. At it again. We saw Measle Cree, the Shadowhunter, in an earlier game. So welcome back.
A player's forces are under attack.
Checking on the natural. A couple wounded headhunters, but be able to be healed up with a heal salve if necessary. Or just a couple heal waves. Crystal Ball. Let's see what he uses it on. Not sure where he used it, actually. But he used it. Sean McNabb going to continue creeping out the turtle camps. Taking a lot of damage on the Lich. Does have a coil to get him fully healed up, so not a problem.
A player's forces are under attack.
Taking out the Sea Giant camp. Looking for the level 3 on the Blade Master. Gonna get a Scroll of the Beast. Very nice. Can't go wrong with the Scroll of the Beast. Worst case, sell the damn thing. No big deal. Bought the Orb of Lightning.
Forces are under attack.
Big item for the Blade Master, and just like that, plus 16. You have the Purges every once in a while, the Claws, the 3 Circlets. Now this Blade Master is going to start stacking up big time with the level 2 Critical Strike. Has Berserker upgrade as well. fourthAge army coming into full fruition. Was able to pick up the Sentry Wards and the Tome. And is just going to TP on out of here immediately. Does not want to lose any of these statues or any of these units. Fiend almost caught out of position. And an Ensnare would have made that Fiend pay the price. One of the easier red camps in the game. Gonna get a nice health stone, and the items just keep piling up for fourthAge. Meanwhile, Sean McNabb back at the base, has the Lich, has the Dark Ranger, has the Orb and the Claws, so the Lich himself starting to look quite scary. Now the Blade Master with the Health Stone. Just got that much tankier. Time for the shop. Again, this Lich starting to look real scary now. Gonna have some items on the ground. Gonna want to get those up quick. DK gets him. Lich out of position a little bit. Raider did get caught out. Hex onto the Death Knight. A well-timed Hex will be the end of the Lich, if timed right. Lich starting to take a lot of damage from the Blade Master. Look at the Lich just falling so quickly. Lich continuing, now down to 50% health. A Hex on the DK. Oh my gosh, it was late. A late coil. Hex on the DK, and now the Blade Master targeting the Fiends. Got greedy with the death coil. Sean McNabb is able to kill the Blade Master, returns the favor. And just like that, this game has turned right back around. To be able to take down a Spirit Walker maybe as well, but didn't get it. That would have been a nice pick-off right there for Sean McNabb. Just like that, we went from no game to a game real quick. That Blade Master overextension just gave the game right back. And now, it's not so easy to defend this without a Blade. Blade puts pressure on this Fiend, on this Fiend, also this Destroyer, because he has the Orb. And looks like he's going to be giving up this Expo. Has the Lich coming on out. Blade Master being revived as well. 45 supply army of fourthAge heading on up. It's just like that. Sean McNabb back to 49 supplied. Neither player wanted to break upkeep just yet. But it's not really necessary at the moment.
Players' forces are under attack.
Both players going to keep creeping up. Big boy invuln pot. Gonna pass the smaller one over to the Lich. It's the right move. Gonna get the level 2 Nova. Now Sean McNabb's army looking quite formidable. Did it die to Lightning Shield, though? I don't recall. I do not recall. Thank you for the follow, Dawn Oriana. And we have another battle on our hands. Blade Master is silenced, but not going to matter too much. A nice Nova onto the Blade Master. Blade Master heals up right away, and Invul Pot popped onto the DK. Sean McNabb's going to be the one to pull the ripcord this time. Lich has another Nova, but did not use it. He was locked and loaded. Oh, and unfortunately, the statue's going to get caught out of position here. Going to lose at least one of them. Did pop one into Destroyer form to save it. So minimizing the losses. Sean McNabb, although breaking upkeep in the process, has the Expo available. Peanut Butter Pancakes, thank you for the sub and the support, my friend. And all that you do for all the Warcraft streams on Twitch. Thank you. Oh, and a cancel, and a great timing by fourthAge here. Always going and checking on the Expos. Sean McNabb has the breathing room. Gonna use it. Oh, it's a gifter from Grinchy. Thank you, Grinchy, for another gifter. I think that's your second gifted sub tonight. Grinchy, not only is he, without me asking, helping with organizing some of these games behind the scenes for Fight Night. He's messaging me the vetoes and keeping all that moving along. Without me asking, just did it. And also gifting subs, just... This guy, man, Grinchy. Does it get any better? It's the people's champ. He's a gift to the Warcraft community that keeps on giving. fourthAge. Nice claws of attack plus 12. This Blade Master, man. Oh, wow. Plus 35. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. This is game-changing items. Game-changing items. Let's keep an eye on that Blade Master, see how much damage he does. 198 crit on the statue, and just like that, 3 hit the statue. It's gone. Deleted. Blade Master just doing so much damage. It's naturally the focus fire attention of Sean McNabb. But again, getting healed up. Heal wave available. Blade Master taking a lot of damage. Blade Master needs to be careful. Blade Master, wind walks out. It's not in time. A nice kill by Sean McNabb. Scroll Town portal was dropped and picked up by the Shadow Hunter, and he's still going to be able to escape. Oh. Sean McNabb potentially with the comeback. And somehow got this Expo up in the bottom left. I didn't even see that. And a tower. What is happening? Don't call it a comeback. It went from Hitman to Lucker Man real quick. It did, because he 3-hit a statue, and that's like Hitman stuff. And unfortunately, just wind walked a little too late, just slightly, just like a half a second. Death Coil onto the Berserker immediately. Focus fire onto the Shadow Hunter. Trying to get some pickoffs here with the out-of-position Orc Army. One Tauren falls, but so will a Fiend. Burrowed Fiends trying to preserve themselves. More nuke onto the Shadow Hunter. Shadow Hunter, one auto attack from death.
Players' forces are under attack.
No coils available. Ensnare. Gonna save that Death Knight. Also bought 2 potions of healing. Could be able to save him. Sean McNabb here with quite a bit of presence. A lot of the Orc Army still back here. Out of position, and gonna pay the price big time. 2 Berserker kills almost, actually. Will get the second Berserker kill. Spirit Link going to help out, but he will fall just from the skeletal minion. 9 to 10 damage. Amplified with the medium armor, of course. But just like that, the supply of fourthAge down to 40, and Sean McNabb, not only is he back in this game, he's on top. Now, if he can keep the momentum, the game is his to win. But the Blade Master, capable of turning this game around single-handedly with these items. 198 crits. We've seen one of them already. And with a level 5 criticals, or a level 3 critical strike, which is right around the corner, you're getting into the 300 potential range. Sean McNabb knows this. He knows the Blade Master's out. He's got to go in. He's got to go in now. He wants to take down the shop as well, but needs to watch out. Doesn't want to get caught out of position. Backs up slightly, getting in better position. Nukes already onto the Blademaster. Blademaster windwalking immediately. Not going to get greedy this time. Pops the potion of Dust of Appearance. Another, oh my gosh, Death Coil. Nova on the Blademaster. 46 damage. Death Coil. Oh, and the heal wave just in time. No, the Death Knight. The Death Knight TP's out. The Blademaster falls again. Death Coil out in the middle of the Death Coil's path. Heal Wave. Heal Wave saves the Blademaster. Enables the Death Knight to almost die at the cost of the Blademaster's life. Wow. Grinchy calling in the chat. Get to level 5. Fourth should have crept his side of the map already. There's a couple creep camps left. Right here. Right here. Could be your level 5. Could be right. That'd be huge. Level 5 Blademaster is, with those items, game-changing. 3x instead of 2x crits. Or 4x instead of 3x crits. Yep, Blademaster is going to take quite a while to revive. We're only halfway there. It's been about 45 seconds, I would say.
A player's forces are under attack.
I do wish it had like a number, like a cooldown icon with a number, because I don't know how much this is as a player or a caster. But I think it's like almost 90 seconds. I think it's pretty close to that for the whole revive. Level 5 Death Knight has really good items for himself. Has the scroll to get back if necessary. Has the expo up. The lesser invulnerability, the potion of healing, the potion of mana. All available. Torrent is going to fall and raise with it a dark minion. Silence on the Shadow Hunter. Not going to be able to heal anything, but does get Spirit Link out. With the magic damage, going to be able to secure some of those kills. Hex onto the Demon Hunter, or sorry, onto the Death Knight. And now the nukes have begun on... Oh, and the Blademaster out, just on time. Oh, and the Death Knight gets out of there immediately. That could have been a one-hit crit for the Blademaster. Wow. Talk about timing, and the Blademaster, maybe if just with a well-timed crit, will be able to secure a statue kill. Oh, and wow, 249 crit with level 2 critical strike. That's not even level 3 critical strike. Level 2. Has the windwalk. Doesn't want to overengage, but my gosh, this Death Knight has another TP. Is playing it safe. 2 heroes and a dream. Ain't that the truth?
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Mined out. This is the last of the mining for now. It's going to take care of these acolytes, no problem. Fortunately, seanmcnabb paying no attention to this. 2 heroes, a headhunter and a dream. And the Blademaster that much closer to level 5. Look at him chunking the Spirit Tower.
Player's forces are under attack.
But seanmcnabb behind all of this has a plan. Base race is not going to favor the Orc player right now. seanmcnabb definitely has the numbers to base races all day long. Lose a Torrent as well. And unless the Blademaster gets level 5 and somehow starts 400 critting these heroes back-to-back auto attacks, it's going to be very tough. I don't know where all these units are coming from, but I did not see them earlier.
Town is under siege.
All right, let's keep an eye on this Blademaster. The win The only sliver of remote possibility, the 1% hope, is this Blade Master. Focuses on the DK. DK take a 222 crit. Just like that, the DK is dead. 200 crit. The Blade Master. The Shadow Hunter also falls, taking out the statues. The Blade Master taking so much damage it has no one left to heal another statue down. Oh, and just like that, it's over. Sliver of hope. But not yet. There's your winner. Sean McNabb. Series is all tied up. 1-1. What a camera, by the way. Look at the camera quality. Very nice. All right, fourthAge resetting his client. Oh my gosh, what a series we had. Tonight's fight night has been incredible. A lot of best of threes going the distance. I think almost every series has gone best of three. Every series has gone best of three. That is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Look at that. 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, and this is going to be 2-1 also. Beautiful. What a beautiful sight. They said it couldn't be done. The perfect fight night. They said it couldn't be done. We did it. Mask OP confirmed. Yeah, the guy in the mask is undead. Sean McNabb is the guy in the mask. Perfectly balanced. That's how we do it. Sean McNabb needs a couple seconds here. Obviously a well-fought game. The Blade Master, and I agree with whoever said it in the chat, just a little more patient with the Blade Master, not as greedy. The Blade Master was your carry. Hard carry. And Grinchy also said it. Get the Blade Master to level 5. Just creep it. Creep it up to level 5. Get those 400 hit point crits. 350. And that could have been the carry. You saw how crazy the Blade Master was at the end there. Crazy. Insane. But well played. Well played. All right, well, first game was Turtle Rock. That game went to fourthAge. Next game was Tide Hunters. That game went to Sean McNabb. We're ready. Sean's ready. fourthAge ready. All right, without further ado, let's look one more time at our tale of the tape. For those of you just joining us, we are all tied up 1-1 in our fourth series of the night. Every series has gone the distance. Every one. So just like the past 3 best of 3 series, all going the distance. We are finishing out Fight Night tonight, week 2. In dramatic fashion. Game 3. We're going to Concealed Hill. Let's see what this next peon does. Went to the mine. Means we're seeing Farseer Headhunters. Comes the War Mill. And in Sean McNabb fashion, he really likes to put this front forward. Ziggurat upgrades it to the Nerubian. Likes to pull the creeps back. Loves to use the Nerubian to help him creep. We've seen it the past 2 games. Very likely we'll see it again. Very defensive. be placed. 2 more relics. Farseer. No surprises here. And the DK Fiends coming on out as well. Sure, you could pause. No problem. No problemo. Pause, champ. All right, well, we're paused up. Just waiting for everyone to be ready. When everyone fully prepared, no distractions. All right, looks like we're ready to get restarted. Oh. All right, just like that, we're good to go. Just checking on my Discord alerts. I have 100 of them because I joined a not Slack. I joined a new Discord that gives me alerts on like video cards, and I'm just getting spammed out of control. So I need to dial these. In a little bit. But it's pretty crazy. It tells you like the eBay, like all the eBay is going up. I really don't want to eBay any of this stuff.
The town is under siege.
Can't a gamer just get a 3080 and play the game? Can't a gamer just get a 3080? Why these bots got to be buying them all, man? What the hell?
The player's forces are under attack.
In the typical Sean McNabb fashion, going to use the Nerubian to help out. Meanwhile, fourthAge creeping up the green camp. Sending the wolves in, bought the rod. Definitely going to help out with this early game. Here we go, the arch nemesis from game 1 and game 2 going at it again. Yeah, what I like to do with that is just, and you see humans do it too. They just auto attack like their town hall. Like Todd does it a lot. If the Nerubian's about to kill,
A player's forces are
like
under
the last
attack.
unit, you can just start auto attacking. You just select your Acropolis, attack it. It does like no damage to it. Do the same with arcane towers, with especially when you're playing orc and the wolves are in your base. You really want to get those XP on the wolves, so you can manually just switch to the other wolf when the other one's like 15 health, or if it's the last wolf, just start attacking your town hall. That's what I like to do. Nice damage onto the Crypt Fiends. Got a coil just in time. You'll be able to take care of some of these skeleton warriors. Getting quite a bit of XP to the Farseer, judging level 2.2. Nice chain lightning onto one of the wounded fiends. Pulling it back. Has a death coil ready for it if necessary, but want to preserve as much of that mana as possible.
A player's forces are under attack. fourthAge knows what he has to do. He has to creep on
Sean McNabb's side of the map. And he's going to continue to do so. Sean McNabb finishing up the Merchant. We'll get the Tome of Strength and access to the shop. Meanwhile,
A player's forces are under attack.
gonna continue creeping on the crabs. I think it's called the Limb Ripper. fourthAge getting quite a bit of damage onto the Crypt Fiends. No more coils left. Gonna pop the town portal. Pretty aggressive. Got one of these out of position units back here. Home as well. Looks like that Creepjack, successful Torrent Chieftain, has joined the fray. And now, Tier 3 underway. No Tier 2 buildings for fourthAge. No Lodge, no Bestiary, no Torrent Totem. Curious. Definitely curious. Speaking of the devil, there's the Spirit Lodge. Nice stop by the Torrent Chief that got all four of the Fiends stunned. Gonna try focus firing down one of the Fiends. Does get it killed. That's a nice pickoff by fourthAge. Sean McNabb trying to salvage some of this.
Player's forces are under
Has
attack.
a good hero to help out with this defense. It looks like a Fiend will escape. Split running away. But these wolves so fast, gonna be able to catch up to this Fiend. Doesn't have enough mana for a death coil yet. It's gonna try to body block with the DK, with the Skellies, while he regens some of that mana. Feral Spirits still have about 10 seconds left. And might be able to take a Fiend with them, and the Chain Lightning gonna be able to solidify that. 40 supply to 30 supply. Sean McNabb has a little bit to go before he's even and can take a fight, because right now he just can't. Orc is too strong right now. Back at home base, Shaman upgrade coming. The Undead base. Got Fiend statues. No surprises there. Tier 3 on the way, and so will the Lich.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dukester 999. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome to Fight Night. We're in our final best of 3 series in game 3 of said series. Sean McNabb is going to be met with his nemesis of the night. fourthAge here to Creepjack another creep camp. Trying to get the body blocks on the statue. Statue is going to be able to wiggle on out of there and get safe. And we'll pay the price with one of his Feral Spirits. Manual health going to go to the Torrent Chief, the plus 50 health, just like that. Going to raise some more skeletons, send them to the back. Torrent Chief, unfortunately, didn't connect with all the Fiends he had wanted to. Just one Fiend, not the best stop. Silence going to be used on the Torrent Chief, and only really 2 stomps left. How will he use them? Torrent Chief trying to get some surface area onto the back line. Doesn't want to overextend.
A player's forces are under attack.
Taking care of the last of the skeleton minions. Just like that, Sean McNabb has evened up the supply count. 50 supply with the Lich coming out now. All right, and Sean McNabb thinking about what he wants to do next. I can tell you what you need to do. You need to creep, but it's so hard to do when the Orc is always in your face. Torn Chieftain, a nice stop, connects with almost all of the army. Death Knight taking quite a bit of damage, now getting focus fired down. But first, the statue's getting targeted. Torn Chieftain with another nice stop on most of the Fiends. Death Coil just in time. Torn Chieftain no longer has the invulnerability potion. Is now the target of the focus fire. Does not have any TP in stock. There it goes. Torn Chieftain down. Death Knight still in good position, but getting focus fire. Needs to back up and retreat. Can't overstay his welcome. Getting focus fire by all the Berserkers. The Death Knight fumbling around in the back of the base does finally get to the shop. Bought the potion. And it's going to be enough to push fourthAge back for the time being. Was able to survive and brought the injured Fiend all the way around. Nice attention to detail there. Any unit you can hang on to is very, very valuable, especially when it can just get healed up to full with a level 2 coil. Another Headhunter down, but DK getting focus fired again. Has the Talisman of Evasion, will help quite a bit, but getting right-clicked now by some of the Feral Spirits. Berserkers now focusing down. The Fiends did get death coiled, but will be 1 or 2 more auto attack waves from death. Fiend down. Also, Lightning Shield on this Fiend, going to be dealing some damage to the back line. Purge is going out onto the Death Knight. Frost Nova onto the Berserkers. A lot of focus fire. Death Knight in really greedy position. Needs to be careful. There's also a Chain Lightning available very soon. But doesn't use it. Doesn't have it at the time. 32 supply for fourthAge. Bringing down seanmcnabb to 41 supply. Oof. And that greedy, greedy DK.
A player's forces are under attack.
fourthAge gonna take down the red camp. Big pickup here. And he's gonna get the Pipe of Insight. Oh, that's a nice item. Now fourthAge has mana regen of his own. Look at that, he gets the pipe, it just feels like he can just start stomping away. Torn Chieftain falling quite low.
A player's forces are under attack.
Bloodlusted Trapper uses the War Stomp again on the Soul Trapper. DK. Soon to be level 3 Dark Ranger. And soon to be level 2 Lich. Wouldn't be surprised to see Dark Ritual. Pairs nicely with the Dark Ranger. Have a lot of skeletons, which means a lot of mana. Lich gets to level 2, takes the Frost Armor.
Player's forces.
Will help out with a little bit. Not a very melee-heavy army of fourthAge. Frost Armor will help out with some of the auto attacks. I'm trying to see what items we get. The Torn Chieftain got the Rune Bracers, I think. It's a nice pickup against Undead. This Torn Chieftain looking quite scary right now. This is going to really help with the nukes. Lionhorn. So both players getting decent auras. Well, one getting an aura, one getting the Rune Bracers. Rune Bracers really good against Undead. Poor Frog, victim of Disease Cloud. Death Knight gets level 4, the level 2 Unholy Aura. Close to greater healing.
A player's forces are under attack.
Here we are. Players going to meet yet again. fourthAge. Coming in from behind. Going to be able to get a really nice stop with the Torch Chieftain, but he gets silenced. Pops his Horn Chieftain. War Stop. After the Invoke Pot. Bloodlust and Berserk on all the Berserkers. Torch Chieftain get another nice War Stop. Lightning Shield finally on the Torch Chieftain. Taking a lot of damage. The Death Knight pops the TP just in time. And he's going to salvage most of the army, so minimal losses from both players there. Both sitting at 57 supply, 56. So neither overcommitted. But I would say fourthAge definitely had a nice exchange there. Getting that statue as well. Fiend in production. A couple A-bombs going to help out, soak some of this damage. And Disease Cloud. Nothing to scoff at either. But the Rune Bracers continue to be very effective. Poor Sheep did nothing wrong, but paid the price for being in the wrong place, the wrong time. All right, fourthAge with the slow. The slow Great Hall. No reinforced towers, no reinforced burrows. 1900 left to mine. With that, seanmcnabb needs to start thinking about an expo as well. Especially if we're going to be taking this to the 20-minute mark. There's just 3 minutes left in these mines. So at 21 minutes, these mines are gone.
Players' forces are under attack.
Torn Chief, even more mana. He's getting spoiled now. No more expo for you. Oh, poor Wind Rider. Bought the Orb of Lightning, now has the Orb of Lightning on the Farseer. Has the scroll speed, gonna be able to get out if necessary. And here we are, A-bomb, caught a little bit out of position. Gonna get War Stomped and stunned, Death Knight as well. Death Knight gonna have to pull the Ripcord, get out here, but not in time. Death Knight falls. War Stomp onto the feeds, onto the A-bombs. GG is called. Your winner is fourthAge. There he is, taking the series 2-1. And a great nail-biter of a series. Well played to both opponents. Oh my gosh. This is by far the longest fight night. It's 9:30. I'm usually done by like 8:30. My time, at least. And just incredible games all around. Everybody playing extremely well. Very nice, very nice. So I'm going to get on the line with Mr. fourthAge. All right, let's get him on the line. And thank you for the follow. fourthAge, hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. That was fun.
That was incredible. I think I lost your webcam, but not a problem. So, let's go through the series. It was a long one. I got to try to remember how we started. We started on Turtle Rock, right?
Right, Turtle Rock, which map I tried to keep in the pool because I haven't been playing it much. I usually ban it, but I've been trying to kind of try it out.
Okay, so have you been playing it on the ladder? Are you planning on using it in GNL as well?
So I started banning Amazonia instead of Turtle Rock, but it's a new thing. So yeah, I've played it on ladder once or twice. I generally shied away from the big maps when I was just learning how to play again because it was like too much, and I felt like I would get expoed to death by other players.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And what was
There's
your?
like
Oh, go
more
ahead.
things to keep track of. Sorry, there's just more things to keep a track of, which is why I was kind of sticking to small maps as I was kind of relearning.
Gotcha. And so you gave your strategy. What was your overall like preparation against an undead player like Sean McNabb?
So Sean and I actually have met on ladder quite a bit, and they're always close games. Um, and a lot of times our games are really map dependent, where like certain maps I'm able to really pressure him easily, and other maps I'm not, and he is really good in the late game, especially if I'm not able to apply that early pressure. Although my early pressure wasn't really working tonight either. For the most part, I felt like I was losing headhunters and struggling there. So I knew I wanted to go Blade Runner, Blade Master, but I didn't want to do it on Turtle Rock, because I felt like I would be chasing him around. I needed those wolves to scout, so I knew where he was, and I could kind of go from there once I at least knew his location.
Gotcha. That brings us to match 2, where you did pick Blade Master. You said you kind of had this in the plan all along. Was the plan always to use it on Tide Hunters, or you just felt game 2, I got to pull this thing out, see how it goes?
It wasn't necessarily Tide Hunters. I would have played it on map 1 if I thought I would have been able to track him better, but I was worried I wouldn't be able to track him on Turtle Rock because I don't know the map as well. It's bigger. Tide Hunters, I generally know where he's going to be because I've played that enough. So I'm starting to get a sense for creep routes and where players are going to be. So I thought I might be able to catch him off guard a little bit with the Blade Master. I've also been wanting to try it more, even though I know Forest Eater Headhunters is, good versus Undead. Orc is favored in that matchup. I wanted to try it, see if I could snipe a couple items. And actually, I wasn't thinking about this at the time, but Tide Hunters is usually a good map to get like a really like stacked Blade Master, because there's a lot of claws available, which I did. My Blade Master was awesome. He was so stacked, but I couldn't keep him alive. Um, the one thing with Blade is he's like a game. He's like a side quest that you're playing at the same time as the regular game, and sometimes it can just be like too much. And Sean like totally overwhelmed me that game, and I like just couldn't keep up with what I was trying to do with the Blade Master and the rest of my army. And Sean had a really good plan. He canceled my expo. He basically kind of poked holes in everything I was trying to do there. So he played that really well.
Yeah, we saw a couple 250-ish crits. You did get a really nice kill at the Death Knight towards the end of that game, and you were 3-shotting statues, so we definitely saw all of that. What else do you think could have went better in Game 2? You did point out a couple things, and there was some good commentary in the chat from some great players as well. Are there other areas you think you fell short in Game 2, maybe more meta-wise?
I think I probably went T3 and Expo'd at the same time. It's a common problem I have. Everyone it's like palm to forehead every time I do it. So I probably shouldn't have bothered Expoing. I would have been better off probably just trying to find him and just go for some skirmishes, because I had a really strong blade. Itemized better. I think I probably needed my blade to just lose a circlet and have an invincibility pot so I could keep him alive. Same with the Shadow Hunter. And then I needed to creep the bottom of the map. I had like a bad fight right before he canceled my expo the first time, and then he like had total map control after that. I lost track of him. I was just kind of reeling after that. I mean, he basically won the game with that fight, and everything I did after that was me trying to catch up, and it wasn't really working.
Absolutely. And then final game, what's your game plan going into this map Did you want to do anything differently? We saw you have Farseer Headhunters yet again. Is there any reason you didn't bring the Blade Master back for Game 3?
I thought about it, like up until my altar was done. I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I decided to go Farseer and see if I could steal some. My focus of the game was to try to just steal creeps from his side of the map. Now I got that Sentry Ward, and it was bizarre. I don't think I've ever used a Sentry Ward so well, and that I just knew where he was. So he was probably getting frustrated because I kept showing up. I was like, this is great. I can keep creep jacking him. However, my TC was on level 1 for like most of the game, which is a problem. So what I should have been doing is creeping with the TC and using my Farseer to harass him because I knew where he was going to be. I probably would have been able to harass him almost as well because he was kind of out of there as soon as I showed up. I got a couple extra Fiend kills because my TC was there, my army was there, but at the sacrifice of having a low-level TC. So probably not worth it. And then with all the chasing of him I was doing, my macro really slipped, and all of a sudden I had a ton of gold, and I was like, I'll try X-Wing later, but I'm just going to throw down 2 bestiaries and like pump wyverns and see if I can catch him off guard, which I think probably worked. He had web ready, so it's not like he was caught off guard, but it's a lot of firepower to just dump on someone all at once. I think I was in almost like 70 food at that point, so I guess as a surprise tactic it worked. Bloodlusted Windriders and Headhunters is a lot of damage.
Oh yeah, and when no destroyer is really there to devour any of it, for sure. And I think I saw Grinchy in the chat yelling for you to macro. So.
Yeah, I think I had like 2,000 gold, 1,200 gold. I don't know, it was a lot. I was just like, build.
Yeah, macro fourthAge, no tunnel vision! Exclamation point. So.
Yeah, I do. I get super tunnel vision in this game. I really get focused on my immediate task at hand and basically just have the blinders on, forget about everything else. It's a habit I've not yet been able to break.
It's easier said than done to stay focused on all of the multiple aspects of the game while in the heat of the battle, right? So it's a gift only the top players really have. Now, you went 2-1 this week. You went 2-1 in your first time in GNL Fight Night. How are you preparing for your next GNL matchup, and who are you playing next, and how have you been doing in GNL so far this year?
I had a good start. I went 2-0 against Mr. Stormy Z, who was a human player, I think. I'm on the bench this week, which is why I signed up for Fight Night.
Cool.
So I'm not sure who I'm playing next. I'll probably be back out there fighting for Boshi's Monkeys in week 3. So yeah, we'll see.
Awesome. And any last shout outs or any closing thoughts before we wrap up?
No, once again, this has been an awesome event. I'll have to catch that middle game because I had to cook dinner and put the little guy to bed, but it's always really fun and happy to be a part of it. So thanks a lot for casting.
No problem.
Putting it together.
Any match you tuned into tonight was incredible. They all went best of 3. 2-1, 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. So they all went the distance. So really great matchups this week. I was very impressed with everybody's performance. And congrats again to you. Your second best of 3 victory on Fight Night. Hope to see you again soon.
Thanks, OC.
Take it easy.
Bye-bye. See you around.